let's go like straight to the point. So we're talking basically about heavyweight bouts that were postponed due to the COVID-19, and also a brief about Nigerian boxers to look out for the divisions we think the federal government or sponsors should focus on and everything. So I'll be going into like straight heavyweight big fights, like we'll be expecting like the trilogy between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Do you see that fight happening?
Yeah, I see that fight happening. I don't think Wilder is going to step aside. I think he wants to prove himself. This is his chance to really get out there and get on the top again. I don't think he would want to step aside. I think every heavyweight wants to be part of what's going on in the heavyweight division right now.
Okay, because that's a fight I know Wilder would definitely want to take. And another fight we hope to see, like boxing fans around the world are hoping to see an AJ Tyson Fury fight. Do you see that fight happening? Considering the fact that Anthony Joshua has some mandatory challenges like the one with Alexander Usyk and the fight with Kubrat Pulev. How soon do we see AJ and Fury going pound for pound?
They've recently signed, as you already know as well, they recently signed a 2-fight contract for next year. And obviously there's some things that can come in between now and when the fight does happen. Like you mentioned, mandatory challenges and all that. Usyk was quiet for some time, and now they've made it clear that they want to put pressure on the WBO title, I believe, and and see how AJ's team probably respond to it. On the other hand, it's also good to note that even the IBF title that AJ has as well, they've gone on the softer side with him. They've understood the situation and agreed for the extension, if you like. So I think it's only the WBO side and seeing how AJ's team responds to Usyk, and whether Usyk will just go back to how he was and be quiet and let the Fury AJ fight happen. But like I said earlier, the heavyweight division right now is really, really hot. It was just 2-3 names just a couple of months ago. Right now, easily we can name 6-7 guys up there. I see the fight still happening, the Fury AJ fight. There's just so much at stake here. And don't forget that Usyk's management team and Eddie Hearn are, in good terms and all that. So they might, discuss how to, let this still happen. But don't be surprised if people come knocking on the door to put some pressure, because everybody wants a piece of what's going on.
Very true. Everyone wants a piece of what's going on. Another big fight that really caught my eyes, like we should look out for, is Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce. That's also a big fight. I'm looking forward to. What do you think we should expect in that fight?
First of all, respect this type of bout. For both teams to actually put such a bout together. It's good for British boxing again, and obviously these are two big heavyweight names as well. With Dubois having 13 knockouts from his 14 fights, and Joe Joyce having nine knockouts from 10 fights. It's fireworks. You expect fireworks and all that, but I think I'll give the edge to Daniel being the younger boxer and the hungry boxer.
Yeah. Okay. That's that about that though. Even though we'll get to talk much better about it. So again, let's go straight into Nigerian boxing. Yes, that's an industry I really love, and big ups to you and your team doing big stuff. Supporting the industry, really good. Shout outs to you. Every time I always say that. Saleh for us. Yeah. So a quick one. In Nigerian boxing, pro boxing, which divisions do you think we should anticipate to see a big fight from?
I can easily sign on a paper right now and tell you that there's about 5-6 fights that if we put on one single fight card, we could easily fill up 40,000 capacity in National Stadium, Surulere.
Okay.
We're talking about featherweight division, which seems to be the hottest division right now, with the likes of Rilwan Lawal being the champion, and you have Taiwo Agbaje and Tope Musa, and a very strong featherweight division. Even the super featherweight division is very strong with the likes of Scorpion there. I would say also the welterweight division, where the fans are craving for a fight between the current national champion Taiwo Lowu against the West African champion Babyface. You also have the fight that didn't happen due to injury and due to some delays between Oladusu and Otto, which is a big fight, and obviously a big fight in the cruiserweight division between number 3 ranked WBC cruiserweight in the world, Duro Dola, and obviously the WBF African champion, Tony Salam. These guys have had one or two things from back in the day.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, if these guys that I just mentioned were on the same card, or any of these fights happening in different cards, you can imagine the crowd and, the expectations for it.
Cool. Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely going to be a great fight. Okay, without wasting your time, I'm thinking, how is corporate sponsorship like with professional boxing in Nigeria?
Well, for the corporate sponsors that are not yet involved with pro boxing in Nigeria, they're really missing out a lot. Credit to the other guys that have now understood, the benefits from sponsoring pro boxing, because what some sponsors and some corporate entities don't understand is that every single fight and every single show we do in Nigeria, pro boxing goes on BoxRec and every World Boxing Data. So our fights, our shows are all global, it's a global thing basically, and global exposure for brands and all that. And boxing is a huge game with a lot of revenue and different ways to make money and different ways to get brand value out there and interact with like fans, if you like.
Very true, very true. I agree with you. Okay, again, I'd like you to share your opinion. What do you think about the pay-per-view option? Because right now, due to the pandemic, fights can move on. Like in the UFC, they've been going into the octagon to go bound for bound, but no audience. What do you think about pay-per-view? How do you think that can work generally? Because to be honest with you, I don't see it happening that soon here in Nigeria. But what do you think about it?
Okay, so I think this is a perfect time for me to switch to my Niger pigeon a little bit. Say for Niger, when we talk of PPV, right? It's not something that can be done right away. Not that we don't get the capacity or the idea to do them, but there are many things we supposed to happen before we talk of PPV.
Before you do that thing.
You understand? Before things go fit bam well, we need to get publicity, more publicity. We need to get
support.
Exactly. More fights on TV, more media and all that. When you gel all that one together, everything go bam. Then from there, people don't get the awareness. People don't know what things are happening. From there, we now say, okay, PPV, and this is what you're paying for. And, we already have some followers that make sense to offer PPV.
We go one watch, regardless of the situation. We go show up. I get what you're saying. Yeah, well, thanks, man. Thank you. Maybe we could just more often with the Yandis our pigeon, because you go. Me, I did like this.
Yeah, the Niger man.
Thank you very much for your time, for us. Like we said, we'll do this more often. Talk about boxing in its entirety. We need to push out all these guys, all these talented boxers, hustling every day, doing hard trainings, try to put their work out there. You're doing a great job. I'm trying my best. You know how it is. Just try to promote the sport. For the love and the culture. We do it, and we'll do this more often. And again, next topic, I think we'll be talking about Las Giddy Fight Night. That's not for right now. We'll be talking about that much later. Make people know what has been happening from your side, from my side in the boxing industry while we analyze different fights. And do you have anything to say to everybody in the meantime?
First of all, make everybody just stay safe. I know say no easy, but Nigeria they ever carry last. So with that mindset, you know, with that mindset, I believe we will fit, you know, get through this and stay safe and, you know, don't give up in what you're doing because before you know it, we're out of this mess. And stay real.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. For us, don't talk and finish you. You say stay safe and stay real and keep hustling, keep doing what you do. You see, it's still yours truly. I beg your pardon, the Boxing Pundit, right here with Saleh giving you guys updates on what's been happening in boxing, even though they were postponed bouts, but just basic updates. I want you guys to go into the comment section to share your mind if you think the fights are not good comparison, or if you think the fights are not positioned properly, or if you think you don't agree with what Saleh has said, or you have other opinions about the big fights, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder trilogy, Anthony Joshua, Kubrat Pulev, Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, potential Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua fight. You know, there are a whole lot of fights, more coming to you guys pretty soon. Talk about Nigerian boxing. Talk about anything you want to talk about. Just share your comment. Talk your mind though, and if you know boxer where we don't know, where you want more promote self. If you talk more, if you be young, go be the next AJ. I mean, for us, wait if you say talk.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what we do. That's what we do, man.
Exactly. All right, that's it. We'll be coming back to you guys pretty soon with much more updates. See you and God bless. One love.
Peace, man.